phone right now. I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, you're not home. Oh shit.
I'm not at home. No, I had to go. I had to go visit my family. It's a good inconvenient timing, but I'm here. I've made some time. So you're fucking lucky. You're getting this. You're getting a little bit of my very valuable time. How have you been doing today, buddy?
I've been good. It's been long but short. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel like on a day like this, that makes a lot of sense that you've devoted so much time to this, but still it doesn't kind of feel like it's ever going to be long enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
The mic, yeah. You sound like no, this is actually cool because it's like we're actually on a like a call, you know, like a phone call.
I'm here to bring that immersive experience. You know, I'm here to be like, hey, what do people say on phone calls? You getting enough? Are you getting enough sleep? All right.
Yeah, like that.
Right,
oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just get the dishes here. You like put your phone under your ear and you hold it with your shoulder. You know.
Oh, like, no, I'm just busy. I'm just busy right now, and I'm like, wow, me and the kids, we all miss you. I hope you're having a great time.
The immersion, I know, right?
It's brilliant. Oh Jesus, what do we even say on a day like this? I was thinking while I was like out, I was thinking about like what I wanted to say, and honestly, like. It's strange because like at a time like this, everyone is so emotional and everyone's so sad and everyone's sort of like, oh, miss you. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you a lot. Like even if we're gonna keep in touch, like not working with you is gonna be so surreal. Having meetings with Luxium and having collabs and stuff that's only 4 of us instead of 5, madness. I don't know how I'm gonna cope with that. But right now, my feelings on this whole thing is that I genuinely really do, and I know it's a bit of a meme, but I genuinely really do think that if you think of mysteries as like things that you've accomplished, like you really have solved everything that you could. You've done so much already to the point where I feel like you've kind of reached the cap, like the limit of what in this environment for you is possible. And honestly, I think that it would be an act of cruelty unto not just yourself but also just the world if you stayed and didn't get to spread your wings and do more, because I know that you're capable of doing so much more, and everyone, you know, from here to there, the whole world, they deserve to see you do more than you've been able to, because you've done so much already, but I know there's more, if that's even possible, right? It's like, because I remember like right back at the beginning, I tell this story all the time, but when I first joined, I joined this company because I had no idea it was gonna get to this level, but I joined it, I think, wanting like a side gig that I could just kind of do and relax while I was studying, but it was you who treated this with so much more effort and dedication, and you came in fucking guns blazing with so many unique ideas, so much more. You were doing so much more than I had ever thought of doing, and immediately I kind of felt like you inadvertently, just by being so excellent at what you did, you kind of lit a fire under me, and I was like, fuck, I need to keep up with this guy. And then I just started doing more, and every time you would do something, like you would come up with a fun way of. The one thing that I remember best, which was really set the tone, was before we'd even debuted at all, when you did the thing like, hey, if I get 50k likes on this tweet, you can have a PNG of my hat. I was like, that is so fucking smart. This guy is so fucking clever. And I was like, I need to do something like that. But I was like, I don't have a hat. And immediately you encouraged me to think about this in such a better way than I ever would have before. I wanted to find somewhere to relax and to make a bit of money on the side, and instead this has consumed my life in a way that I could not have imagined happening in any other way. And I am, you know, so much happier now than I would be if I had just had this as something to do on the side. And I mean, we think about the impact that Luxium has had, and we think about how much we've changed things. I'm going to be so honest with you. I really don't think it would have happened if it wasn't for you.
Man, I don't know what to say. Like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep quiet. You have to say something.
I don't agree. But I don't want to deny stuff because I've been told to just take compliments, so I'm not going to deny it. It is weird to take compliments, yes, especially when it's something big like what you just said. But
yeah. I mean, obviously, like, at least, for, like, every single member of Luxium is so unbelievably talented, and I'm so lucky to be, hanging out with and working with any of them. But at least when it comes to someone who encouraged me, even without trying to, like, you were just doing your thing, and you were just going about it in a way that you knew how to, just by doing that. You pushed me to do so much more than I ever would have otherwise. And I know at the very least we would not be at the same level that we reached if it wasn't for like your ability to just come up with the best ideas and to kind of understand exactly what would help us grow and what our fans would like to see. Because I don't know, if in any other life I would have just been playing whatever game I enjoyed most and just kind of accepting that was where it was. I like to kind of push for things and I like to be a little ambitious, but when it comes to actually coming up with how to do that, I'm a dumbass. I don't know what I'm doing, coming up with concepts for schedules and stuff like it. But I go so blank a lot of the time, and a lot of the best ideas and things that I've had, I would definitely owe to things that you've inspired me to do. And if there's anything that I can say for like the future, it's I'll try to remember all the things that you taught me to do, and I'll try to continue that and teach others in a way so that we can continue to grow and that we can have a great time and we can help the company grow even further. But to be honest, can I claim to be any even on the same level as that as you were? I don't know. But I have to try.
Man, thank you so much. Dude, you're extremely creative too, don't downplay yourself. You're fucking insanely creative. I've seen the creative shit you've done, man. You are also really talented. Like, don't downplay yourself. It's insane.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I'm so proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you. Like, especially with like the New Sidonia thing, bro, I was so fucking proud of you. You have no idea. Like, I unironically, I didn't say this anywhere publicly because I'm a bit weird about emotions, but I actually cried watching that video. Like the part where you're like standing there. Yeah. There's like a part where you're standing and the camera's like spinning and shit. I actually cried. Yeah. And I didn't tell anyone because I don't like admitting stuff like that. But
yeah, I get it. Oh my god, that is the sweetest thing.
I'm seriously proud of you, man. Everything you've done.
Thank you so much, because I remember like long before that music video and the song even got made, like I had like that idea for that transition and that shot with all the people dancing and the camera spinning around. I had that in my head for a really long time because I was like, this is gonna be really good. And to know that it actually had that impact on you of all people, like, man, that's a compliment of the highest kind. That's amazing. I'm so glad you told me that.
Don't tell anyone else though. It's a secret.
All right. It's a secret. It's just, hang on. Let me get the stream up on my phone right now. Yeah, Squidward. It's just you, me, and the 51,000 people watching.
Fuck's sake, man.
They're not gonna tell anybody. Hey, chat, you better not snitch, all right?
No snitching, okay? No snitches.
Hey, snitches get stitches. All the people who made that live tweets are going and they're deleting their tweets. Are like, no, I'm sorry, I don't want anyone to find out.
Man, seriously, thank you for the insanely well thought out message. Like, Jesus, man.
Yeah. Well,
Fucking hell.
I was out like traveling home today. And I just had a bunch of time to think, and I really wanted to make sure I said it right because you're going through a lot of change soon, and you're gonna have to think again. Use that big brain of yours to. This is fucking stupid. Solve the mystery of what you're gonna do next. but and if there's anything I can say is that it's no secret that you can tend to be a little bit of kind of like a, I don't know what the word is, like not neurotic or whatever it is, but you can tend to kind of have a bit of a negative outlook on something. And if there's anything I want for you, it's like to go into the next phase of your life, whatever it is you choose to do. I hope you like take a fucking break for a while, because you have earned it. And I've thought about it sometimes, like when I've had a really difficult week, sometimes the thought of I wonder what it would be like if I wasn't working this anymore. And I think about the idea of just not having all of that shit going on in your head is the big thing, because I've taken a whole month off before, and even still it's still going on in your head. You're thinking about, how am I going to do my comeback, what am I going to do to maximize my level of relaxation on this trip. And then while you're away, you're looking at Twitter, you're kind of fretting about, am I going away for too long? I can't help but imagine, I don't think I can really imagine how great it would be to fully step away from everything. And you deserve that, to relax after all the shit you've had to put up with, and I hope you allow that. But whatever it is you do next, you deserve to go into that with some confidence, because it is gonna, whatever it is, you're gonna just, if everything you manage to accomplish, even with all of the restrictions that come with being a part of a corporation, and even with everything you've had to put up with, with all of that removed, you're going to do so much. You are going to change hearts and minds in a second, and I can't wait to see it.
Thanks, man. I promise you, in the future, I'm going to really work on trying to I know being British is if you're British, you're just negative all the time. But I'm going to try to work on that.
True, yeah.
I'll still be British, but I'm gonna try and be a little bit more of a positive British, for sure.
Yeah, it's growth is always difficult, but it's so important to to recognize. And I know it's difficult, but it is so important to recognize how much potential you have, because even now I feel like everything I'm saying about you is common sense. To me, this is just fact. This is just fact to me, not even but I understand that when you're hearing that, it can be so difficult to really think about yourself in that way, but you deserve to think about yourself in that way. So, and I imagine if you have, it takes ages to work yourself around to changing your mindset entirely. It's, we go to therapy and we, think our way through things, and we have professionals who say, well, try this, try that. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And if it does work, it probably won't last very long. But, you deserve to have a better time than you have had, definitely. And I know that that's coming. Whether it's during your time off, whether it's your next big thing, I know that it's going to be a big step forward for you. And I just, and I know that you and I are going to be able to see each other again. And when we do, I really want to, hear. I mean, you don't have to. If you've just been, I either want to hear all the shit that you've been getting up to on your break, or I want to hear about your ideas for what's coming next, and I can't wait to hear about all that shit. That's going to be so fun.
We gotta after I leave and I'm gone for a while, we gotta grab a drink together sometime, just catch up on everything, totally. Man.
Yeah. We definitely have to do that. What I think about a whole bunch is the fact that after we got back from Japan last time. Like
Yeah.
you and me, we were at like the train station. Like it was the last possible point that we could have like gone off. And even after I could have just gone home, you were like, you went to like WH Smith or something. You were looking for like a SIM card or something like that. And I was just like, with my giant ass suitcase, I was just kind of following you around. And then we sort of, we said goodbye, and it was like, hey, it's not going to be long before we go back, and then it didn't happen, and now, well, and then it never happened. So that's a point that's quite upsetting for me. Is the fact, I think. It wasn't the last time I saw you in person. I've seen you since then, and it was really fun to do so. But man, it was kind of depressing. And I hope we get to go back to that at some point, because it's just a really fun time.
I really do hope so.
Yeah. Oh god, what a day!
God, man.
What a day! How do you even talk about shit like this? You just
you did a pretty good job. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Like. Good job.
Thank you. I mean, I'll take it.
Oh my god, man! You like had a whole speech prepared for the. You're the last person too, so that was like.
I'm the last person.
Yeah, that was like one hell of a way to end that. My god.
You saved the best. You saved the best for last, baby. I'm out here again, ready to drop those bombs, make everybody cry their eyes out. Oh Jesus! I mean, I don't even know what else I would say. And it's like I said, I feel like I should be more sad than I am, because everyone's. I kind of felt this way with Nina's graduation as well. As I kind of got my tears out a while ago, and now I'm thinking pragmatically and thinking about the future. It's like, this is so a good thing for you. This is, and I would honestly, even though like when you broke the news to us, it was really devastating, and I remember being sat there, with Ike at the time, and he and I just being like basically completely silent throughout the entire meeting because we didn't know what to say. It was pretty crushing for us. But then the more that I've thought about it, like, man, I think I'd be so much more upset if you were kind of forcing yourself to keep going with something where you really had solved all the mysteries in the city, and you really did need to move on to the next city across the god. I mean moving like to the next city. Are you just like working your way from city to city, like just whichever one happens to be closest, solving all the mysteries, and then just